All righty. All righty, good people. Amen and amen. What's happening, good people? Hey, man, I told y'all I was coming to see y'all every day. I told y'all that. I did tell y'all that, and I'm a man of my word. If I tell you something, then I'm going to do it. I got one of my mentors in the building with me today, Brother Rodney Perry. You know him, you love him. If you've been under a rock and you don't know what this gentleman has done for the comedy game, then we'll give you a taste of it today. I appreciate y'all, man. I really appreciate y'all coming in here and falling in here and having a good conversation with me on this Sunday. This is what today is. It's Sunday all day long. All right, make sure you're hitting the like and the subscribe button, people, and make sure that you are always having that notification button on, because every Tuesday we drop an episode on the Delay Show, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Make sure you tell somebody to tell three more somebodies to let them know I'm dropping it every Tuesday at 12 p.m. Ladies and gentlemen, I won't waste no time with you. I just won't do that, because I'm not here to do that. I'm not here to do that. You're going to stream while the game is going on. Libra game, says Michelle. Okay. You know, every time we say something about a Virgo, we can't never have shit to ourselves. We just can't never have shit to ourselves. The minute we Virgo, you know, God damn, what about the Libra? Wait. We're not talking about that right now. We're just talking about Virgos. Drop your horoscope. Let me know what I'm dealing with, people. Let me know what I'm doing. Let me know who's in this chat. Drop your horoscope and let me know where you're from. Where you taking this in from on this good Sunday? Yeah. Tony Cooper is in the building. He's a Gemini, he says. In Geminis, we rise. Amen. Amen. I couldn't have said it better. Amen. I know that's right, says Tara B. Amen, Tara. Ain't nobody asked you a damn thing. Amen. Not a damn thing. Did anybody ask you? Virgo, I see what you're doing in the community. Roots, I see what you're doing all through this community. Miss Latoya, I see you. I'm a twin. Okay. I never knew that, Andrea. You've been moderating my shit the whole time. You never told me you had a twin. I don't know who moderating what. Sweet Lisa says, I'm an Aries. All right. All right, then. Shit. Farron, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know what that sign is, Farron. I don't know what that is. You got to tell me what that is. I don't know what that is. You got to tell me what that is. You got to tell me what that is. Virgo's in the building. I see you, Lisa. All right. All right, man. Listen, man. It's a pleasure to have this brother on the show, man. I love him, man, as a person. Virgos, you better know it, Andromeda. What up, Reggie? Reg? It's a pleasure to bring this gentleman to you guys. To have him just to have him in your company is a blessing in itself. And he's here for us today, ladies and gentlemen. When I say he needs no introduction, I don't go back into introducing people, because people love to do that. He needs no introduction, they start giving time. No, this brother needs no introduction, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for my brother, my Virgo brother, Rodney Perry. Y'all let him hear it.
What up, D?
Good brother, how you feeling?
And I'm all right. Now I'm on your YouTube page. Is this live now?
Oh, we live. Oh, that thing all the way live.
I'm on your YouTube. I don't see it.
Oh, we over there.
Okay.
Yeah, we over there. Yeah, we damn sure over there.
I don't
Ain't no
like
doubt we over there.
See the stuff. But go ahead.
Yeah, ain't no doubt we over there. All right, let me get rid of stuff out of there. Okay, now here's the deal. This is my first time on StreamYard, so bear with me. If anything seems like I'm doing some shit and don't know what's going on, I don't know what's going on, then it's actually true because I really don't know what the hell's going on. So, Reggie, I'm trying to get you off the screen, Reggie. I want
Just tap on that little thing where you put it there. Tap it again.
Right, but is okay. Let's see, Reggie. Can we hide you? Whoa, Rodney. You know what, brother? You coming in being more healthy than you know. you really coming in being a whole lot more healthy than you know, brother. You really are. Rodney, man, brother. Listen,
I like StreamYard.
Yeah, bro. So let me tell you something. Here's the deal. You are OG to this shit, but you be up on your tech shit though.
I'm just,
like you be up on your
Virgo.
tech shit.
I don't know how to do nothing halfway.
If we learn something, we master it.
I try my best.
If we learn something, we master it. Now, I'm gonna tell. I've told you a time when I first saw you, but this audience they are fresh to a lot of the stuff that's going on, a lot of stuff that I'm doing. So I'm gonna tell them about a time, actually the time when I first saw you perform in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. But Rodney, bro, hey man, look, you do a lot. You do a absolute lot. Now, let me tell you what I want to talk to you about personally tonight. Moments on my journey. You better. You an author now?
Yeah.
And let me tell you something. Calm about it. Oh yeah. Just I'm an author. I author shit.
You know, brother. And I'm sure you do the same thing. Whenever I feel like I'm like kind of stuck, I think I should create something. No
Absolutely.
matter what. Whenever I get in a little place, I'll be like, it's time to make something else.
Yes. Okay, I want to go two places with this. First of all, Virgos are the best goddamn humans ever put on Earth. Period.
Indeed.
That's just first. Let's just get that off the rip. And I'm gonna rattle off a few of them, and if you could chime in whenever if you feel like a name comes to heart. Beyonce, Virgo.
Beyonce, Michael Jackson.
I'm gonna go Rodney Perry.
Cat Williams.
Go Rodney Perry.
Delay.
Gotta have that. Kobe Bryant. Yes. Yeah.
Leslie Jones. Dave Chappelle. Chris Tucker
is. I'm gonna go white. Warren Buffett.
Tommy Lee Jones. Want to go white? You want to go white?
Let's white this thing up.
Tommy Lee Jones.
Tommy Lee Jones is a. You know, that's my problem when it comes to white. I don't have a.
Well, I ain't deep either. I'm glad you ain't got covered because I was stuck.
I ain't got but 3 white friends. Like that's all. That's. And
you
I gotta do better.
3 more white friends than I got.
God damn, we got to do better. we got to do better with that. But do you when it comes to dating, do you factor that in at all when it comes to dating? Like what someone's horoscope is that a factor for you?
You know what? I would say no, but like I kind of like people that like me. And believe it or not, Aquarians are attracted to me for some reason. Like, and we should not be together
at all.
But they love me. My wife is Aquarius. We've been together 25 years. My oldest daughter's mom is Aquarius. You know, she was one of the first out the gate. They love me.
What you think about Virgo on Virgo?
You know what? If y'all both achieved what y'all was working hard for, then
already
beautiful. Yeah, already. Yeah, but
you can't be on the way up.
If y'all both on the way up, y'all ain't never gonna meet. You know, I was in love with a Virgo woman.
What happened? You want to tell me about that?
I was young, you know, just in college, and we had like real deal love, and we was just on 2 separate paths. That would never. I mean, when we were together, it was beautiful, but she was on her path and I was on mine.
Yeah, that's how it is. With me and Virgos, like we have our moments where we get along really well. But like you said, if we're both trying to do this, it's gonna be hard because we need you to stop and pay attention to us. I need you to see what's going on. I need you to stop and see what I'm going.
You end up fighting for attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want that. I don't. Virgo is tough for me. That's really, really tough for me.
I mean, to be honest, one of the reasons my wife and I've been together so long is she do not need the light. She don't need it. She don't need it at all. She don't want to be in this. Like, she only likes a couple of the perks of the game. But other than that, she ain't never trying to be at the end girl.
Right. Now you said married. How long you been married?
Me 25 years this year.
25. Congratulations on that, bro. Marriage is hard.
Oh, we on a banana peel though. It could fall apart any minute.
Gotcha. Can I say something like that? I was like, my marriage started on a banana peel. Like usually you gradually.
We've been on a banana peel for 25 years.
Oh, you got the same peel. Okay. That's exactly what I wanted to talk to you about. Now look, I've been a man who's tried out the whole marriage thing, and it didn't work. Me and my ex-wife are best friends, but I'm one like this. I'm still open to it. I'm not like, oh man, to hell with marriage. I never want to do it again. No. What do you think, in your opinion, as an entertainer? What is the glue to a marriage when you're in a situation being an entertainer?
Okay. Again, as an entertainer, it's very hard for us to have a woman that wants to be in the light too. That's going to be a problem over the long haul. And I think for any man that's in this business, Virgo or not, that's going to be an issue at some point. Because it kind of requires us to be selfish. And if you got two selfish people, it's tough. But in general, our longevity is due to the fact that I think two people can't get to that point where they don't want to, like, you can't want it to be out at the same time.
Right.
Like, if you want it, she's got to fight. If you want it, she's got to fight, and vice versa. So somebody's got to always be fighting for the relationship. And the minute y'all arrive there together, that's the last day.
Man, I've always looked at, like, being involved in my career. I never wanted to really hit that mark in my career and then be single and then try to figure out, okay, now who wants me?
Right.
Who really wants me? You know what I mean? And at that point, you don't know. You don't know. You just hopefully that you made a good decision in picking the right mate. Because, like, you're right. Like, I've always been open to, like, dating as far as, like, someone in an entertainment, not in an entertainment. But I'm at the position, like, I gotta have somebody that's able to say, okay, listen, what is it that you're doing? How can I assist it?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Not somebody like, listen, I need you to help me because I'm trying to get this going over. Like, for me,
right. Yeah.
For me, I can't have that right now. I need you to. I'm on a mission right now, and I don't want to play. I need you to help me get to this goddamn mission.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's the position I'm in. I find a lot of men find it hard, especially being single in Hollywood and having a career.
I mean, I can't imagine being single. And, well, I will say this. Marriage helped me early on in my career because when my peers was out, hoe hunting and navigating all these different chicks, I had a family. So it forced me to be focused because people was depending on me.
Right.
And I said, help me early on. And but you said something that you open to it. I think if you ever been married, you would get married again.
Yeah. I'm not one that's like, man, I'm never doing it again. But Rodney, I want to get into this story because it's an interesting story, and you were there. The first time I went overseas, it was in Kaiserslautern, Germany, and Rodney, you were there. It was Who's Got Jokes.
Yes.
And let me tell you how interesting that whole situation was. It was very interesting because it's my first time it's my second time in another country. It was the first time performing in another country.
I got a story about that time that you don't know. We can't tell it on here though.
Okay. All right, cool. Okay. Well, mine, I'm gonna tell it, but I can't put the names in it because it's something. So we're all in Kaiserslautern, Germany.
Maybe you were. Go ahead.
Yeah. So we're all in Kaiserslautern, Germany. Make sure you hit that like and that subscribe, good people. I got Rodney Perry joining us today on the Delay Show, and we in right now we're in Kaiserslautern, Germany, and it's my first time being abroad.
Right.
We are there. I think we're gonna be there like maybe 4 or 5 days or something like that. If you make it to the next round, you go longer.
Exactly.
So I go and I perform, and it's like 6 comedians because it's like a semifinalists. It's like 6 or 7 comedians, and that whole like 3 days, everybody is talking to Bill Bellamy and Rodney Perry. Like nobody know us. Ain't nobody talking to us at all. We ain't shit on this tour. Don't even talk. Who are you? Like they questioning us how we get in the club. We like, we the performers. Like, no, they're the performers. Like, no, we all the performers. Yes, sure you are. So they're like giving us no love.
Right.
I said, whenever we perform that night, they may not know me then, but that night,
yeah,
they're gonna pay attention to me then. They got to pay attention to me.
They got to.
So we're in the club after the show, and everybody's around, and everybody's kind of spread out. The semifinalists, like they're not like really party guys. You can tell they kind of just watching Rodney and Bill, and I'm like, man, fuck that. I just performed too. I'm delayed.
What?
Let's get it. And people are asking this Rodney, and I'm just like, man, I just finished having a great set. I went to the bar. I was like, let me get me a drink. I'm having a good time. I got me a drink, and I went over to the couch with one of the other comedians. While he's sitting there, another lady sitting with him, and they're like in the VIP section. So he was like, hey, what's up, man? And the chick was with him like, hey, come in. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. I came into the VIP room. She says, what is your name? I was like, I'm D-Lay. She was like, why haven't I seen you? I was like, oh, I don't know. So I'm like, that's what the hell I'm talking about. I performed, goddamn it.
There we go.
I'm gonna get something out of here. I'm getting something.
Right.
My man is sitting down and he looking at her like, what the hell? I'm gonna slap the shit out of you. What, you with me? Right? And I see the energy is that. So she gives him the finger, like, oh, like she was like, oh my gosh, where are you from? I'm from Louisiana, I live in, oh, you're from the States? Yeah. Oh, I always wanted to go to the States. Oh, you should go to the States. You should go to the States. She said, you know what? How about you finish that drink and go to the bar? I'll get you another drink. How about that, bitch? Y'all got to take the drink, go to the bar. We at the bar. I look back at my man and I'm like, I ain't doing nothing ill. And he mugging. He fish grease. You understand me? Hot. Cut to, I said, listen, I went over to Bill. I said, Bill. And I said, right, I'm going. I'm going to go back to the hotel. I'll see you guys later. I leave. Got my little night set up. This is going to be great. We get back to the hotel. We're having a great time. Man, this evening couldn't be more perfect.
Right.
Now, at this point, we didn't finish all our adult shit, and we sitting up talking. She got the cover on, you know how they be in the movies when they still had the cover on, they be in there talking, bullshitting like they care. Right. You know what I mean? Just bullshitting. We don't care. We just that bullshitting. And she was like, oh my gosh, I got to come back to the States and visit you. I'm like, yeah, you got it right. You got to come visit me. I'm in Kaiserslautern in Germany.
Never going to happen.
This won't happen again, ma'am. I don't know what you got planned. I hear a knock on the door. Bop, 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 bop. An aggressive knock. Bop, 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 bop. It's like 2:30 in the morning. Now, Rodney, if you remember, these rooms that we were in were very thin. It was thin walls. Like you could literally hear everything that's going on in the next room.
Right.
And everybody stayed in these hotels, in the same hotel.
I was about to say, it wasn't no other place you could have been.
That's it. We're in the same place. Everybody's in this thing. We are in this room. It's about 2:30 in the morning. Aggressive knock on the door. I look through the peephole. It's my man, the comedian, mugging. Same nigga from the club. Fish grease. He fish grease hot.
Right.
So I open up the door. I kind of crack it. A girl is sitting on the bed in the room, and he trying to get the peek on. He's like, "Yo, where's Shorty?" And I was like, "Oh man, she in the room. She chilling." Yeah, let me just speak to Shorty for a minute, though. Let me just speak to Shorty. I was like, hey, bro, it ain't a good time. You know what I mean? I just want to talk to Shorty for a second. Just ask Shorty for a second. I was like, okay, we're cool. Hey, I couldn't even remember her name. I was, hey.
You.
Hey, you with the covers on. Hey, you with the comforter. Get over here.
You got to guess.
You got to guess. So she comes, sweet chick. She come over, so she's got her top on, right? And she's like, what's up? He was like, so that's what we doing? Like, you just gonna choose my man's? She was like, what is wrong? Yes. He gets mad. He mushes her like with a mush, right? Mother. So I'm like, I push him out the door, I close it, and I'm trying to contain. She was, you mother. So I was like, listen, calm down. Like, keep in mind, this is my last night in Kaiserslautern. Calm down. Please. Calm your ass down. Please calm down. I can't believe it. Why did you let him do that? I said, whoa, why did I? Okay, baby. I don't want you to feel like you're in this boat by yourself. Hold on. I had no idea he was going to do that. That ain't right. I'm about to call the police. I'm calling the police. So I said, hold on. She said more than police. That's police. That's like,
a mess.
They sound way tougher than the police. They sound way, police sound way tougher than the police. So I'm like, no, please. Please don't do that.
Don't do that.
He says, no. I'm calling them. I said, listen, how about this? I don't want that to happen. I don't want anything to happen. I don't want you to be in trouble. I don't want to be in trouble. I want to see you again. Remember we supposed to be talking about seeing each other again. Huh? You never been to America. I want you to go to America. I want you to go to America. Now, cut to finish this evening calmly, peacefully. I get out of it. I get on the bus. I leave. About 2 months later, I get a phone call. Strange, like a bunch of damn numbers. It's a bunch of shit on this phone. I was like, what is this shit? Hello? Hi. I was like, hey, it's me. Yeah, it's me. I'm like, who? Said her name. I was like, oh, okay. Oh.
No idea.
No clue. No clue. She says, I'm here. I was like, where? She says, in America. I said, where in America? She said, Georgia. I said, where in Georgia? Atlanta, I want to see you. I said, ma'am, I'm in Las Vegas, Nevada. She says, okay, cool. Just come by tomorrow. I was like, man, that ain't that. People don't understand when they get to the States. Like,
it's a lot of states.
Ma'am, I can't do this. I
think it's almost like 50 states, if I'm not mistaken.
It's right at 50. It's right at 50. It's right at when you do if you round all the numbers up, it's 50. It's 50. It's 50. This woman had no idea. She thought it was like a down the street thing. But like that's when I think about you in Kaiserslautern, that whole thing, that story comes to play.
Who? Well, it was one of the comedians.
Oh yeah.
You got to tell me who that was one day. Wow.
When I tell you he was hot.
Ooh.
Because it was a pride thing. You know what I mean? Like, hey man, this woman just saw something. She said, listen, I'm happy. That woman wasn't trying to marry you. Were you trying to marry that woman?
No. You blew it. You dropped the ball. You dropped the ball.
You just dropped the ball, bro. Fumble.
Fumbleowski.
That's all it is.
So he fumbled. You scoop up the fumble, take it to the house.
Dion style.
You was kicking.
Right. I got in the end zone and did the goddamn icky shuffle. Yeah.
Man, we had a good run, D. We've been around a long time, man.
Yes, bro. Yes. First time I saw you was in Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you remember this. You did a show at a theater.
When you told me, I remember because my friend. Matter of fact, it was in Patterson, Louisiana.
Patterson, Louisiana was that's where the promoter was from.
Yes,
Patterson, Louisiana.
And the promoter was a Virgo. That's one of my friends.
Yes,
Johnny Andrews.
Did y'all were y'all in the military together or something?
No, I met him when I moved to LA, and he rented me my first apartment, and then I end up being a apartment manager in LA for my first 2 years there. Oh. So Johnny was like my friend. And he's like, man, I got a show. I put together a show in Louisiana. Right, I need you to come in. I just need you, man. I was like, this ain't no good show, man.
But it looked like, look, at this time, I'm not even doing comedy. I'm just watching it. It looked like it was a pretty full house.
Yeah.
I mean, the theater was beautiful.
It's probably one of my first headlining joints, too.
Really?
Yeah, it was probably, well, in and around like when I first started traveling.
Okay, because this is after Bay Area competition, right?
No, is it?
Yeah.
Maybe so, because I was already.
No.
Maybe.
No, not Rodney. It's not. Because
this might be 2001.
That's the first year I started. So I don't remember if
so it would have had been before that then, like 2000.
It had to be before that, right? It had to be before that.
Yeah.
It had to be before that.
That's about right. Yeah.
Let me tell you how
I went to Bay Area 2001. 2001.
Let me tell you what I remember. Your outfit. I wasn't seeing comedians like on a regular basis at all, let alone seeing one in a jacket like you had on it looked like you was opening up for Luther Vandross. It's like, this nigga, he got somewhere else to go after this. Like, this ain't it.
This is not the end of his night.
Clearly, this is not. He's got something else to do after this. I mean, sharp though, sharp. I don't know. You probably started with a tie, but you damn sure didn't finish with a tie. You damn sure. The jacket was off at the end of the jacket had come off because you did this bit. You did a hammer bit, and you did a El DeBarge bit versus
the light skin
versus light skin.
Yeah.
And I'm in Louisiana, and I'm used to seeing people perform. I've seen comedy shows like at the Funny Bone, and when I tell you, this man is working every goddamn inch of that stage. He working off the stage. He on the stage. He on the floor. He using the whole stage. And I said, oh my gosh, this is what comedy? Oh my God, that's everything. That ain't just like, that's a whole, it's like a one-man show and he's doing everything. I'm like, nobody, like, you had people that went on before you, like a couple of local guys, but what is there to do after that? That's literally like you just watch MC Hammer perform. Like, now who next? Nobody. The show is over. Escort the people out this place and let them go home. Don't try to make nobody go behind that shit.
Yeah.
And you just made me see what it took, like what the level of performance, it's levels to like really being a performer. Yeah. And when I saw you do that, I said, this man epitomizes a live high energy performance. And if this is what I'm going to be doing, and if that's it, shit, this man did this for 1 hour. God damn. It was just amazing to watch, bro. It was just amazing to watch. Hats off to you, brother.
I come from that world of, I just, first of all, I was gonna be Rodney the Entertainer.
That's your first name?
I was about to call myself Rodney the Entertainer, and I heard about this dude in St. Louis that was Cedric the Entertainer. Fast forward, Cedric ended up being my mentor many years later. But yeah, I was gonna be Rodney the Entertainer, and I'm like, he got that. So I just be Rodney Perry, and that was kind of it. But yeah, man, I was gonna be Rodney the Entertainer because I felt like I was doing something else.
Right, because it is. It's just not a stand-up show. I want to ask you something. Starting off early on, first tour you got on, biggest tour you got on. What's one of the wildest things you had happen as a new comic? Be it a run-in with a promoter, not getting all your money, new comic shit. What's one of those stories?
Man, wow, it's so many, man. I'm gonna tell you my first dope tour. So first you start going out, I used to go out, do shows, me, Cat, Tess Drake. Do you remember Tess Drake? Female comedian. She did Last Comic. She had a nervous breakdown because she was a good comedian, but she hated to travel. And she would get really like high anxiety.
Name sounds familiar. Right.
She'd get high anxiety if she traveled. But her, and Kat used to travel everywhere, and we used to, you know, sometimes the money was there, sometimes it wasn't, and that's when I first started thinking Kat was on something else,
right?
Because like Kat would travel, we would be driving, and Kat would travel with a bag with all candles in it. So this nigga was another Virgo. This nigga, you would walk in his room and it looked like he was having a seance in his motherfucker. He would always set some sort of emotional mood, and I'm like, who is this dude, man? Right. I mean, like even so, Kat. So Kat, it's so funny to think about it, man. Like the dude was mentally ahead of everybody, right? Like I used to call him because we used to play basketball during the day.
Right.
I used to call him shoot ball. I call the phone. He always has some random girl. Hello, Cat Pack Investments. Who? Put him on the phone. Wait. Put him on the phone. He had people answering his phone deliberately. He barely had a phone. Cat Pack Investments, who would you like to speak to? Who else is it? But he was thinking bigger than all of us.
Right.
And so I just remember those moments. But to answer your question though, so I did the Bay Area in 2000. 2000, I make it to the semifinals, and I saw a couple of things on that moment. I saw Tony Roberts be the funniest man I've ever seen do comedy, and I saw him get beat by Mike Bonner. So Mike Bonner had a near-death experience that leading up. He had a car wreck and he had almost died. So I remember being in the green room with Mike Bonner, and I was joking around, cracking jokes, man. Like, Mike, what you gonna do that? And he just looked at me like, no, I'm just, I'm about to go out there and work, man. And he was so focused. And I said to myself, this dude about to win. Because his mind was already in the winning space. And so Tony Roberts was a victim of his own style. Tony was so rapid fire. The finals of the competition was in the theater. So
you gotta wait.
You gotta wait.
Wait.
So when you put that rapid fire comedy in the theater, the laughs like ocean is the waves start crashing into each other, and people like, what did he say? Oh man, I missed that. And Mike Bonner was hitting that shit like boom, boom.
Right, the time.
And he just destroyed that competition. But that year, I met Cedric's road manager, right? I ran into him. He said, man, Rod, man, I'm standing across the street. Can you give me a ride? I was standing at my boy crib at in the Bay Area. I had his car. I said, man, I give you a ride across the street. So we jump in the car. I'm taking him across the street. We run into some other young female comics. And he's like, Rod, can you give us a ride? We in Oakland. I said, man, you mind riding in Oakland? The best place to bond with any dude is over chicks. So we riding out there. I'm telling them like, y'all, I don't know what y'all doing, but y'all need to holler at my man. That's Cedric's road manager, y'all. Y'all better be nice to him. Long story short, we dropped him off. Nothing happened. But he was like, Rod, you're cool as hell. You know what? I'm hooked up with Sid. I do not believe him.
Right.
What? Because of ride? Come on, dog. You ain't.
I
go home from the competition. 2 weeks later, I get a call. Hey, Rodney, Sid's got tours about to kick off. We want you to do the first 2 days. And the thing that was dope about the tour, first of all, what's about to happen, I ain't never experienced. They took my number, my address, everything. They sent a sedan to my house the day of the show. I ain't never been picked up in a limo to do nothing. They come to my house. When I tell you, D-Lay, me and my family was taking pictures like prom. Did the gig. We do Detroit. Think about comedians. If you ain't never seen them, you don't really kind of exist till they see you work.
Right.
So I meet Sid for the first time in the lobby. He's like, yeah, man, I heard a lot about you, man. They have a good set tonight. But he ain't really fucking with me yet.
Right, not yet. He ain't seen it.
I go up there and I smash delay. I get them motherfuckers everything I got. 15 minutes. Right. Pow! After the show, the nigga like, okay, I see you, young gun. I see you. Same night, they also booked a girl from the competition from Detroit. When I tell you, Detroit booed the fuck out of this bitch. They booed her. Delay. They booed her, and her body lifted up and was fluttering. The vocals from the boo lifted her off the ground and levitated her ass. Horrible.
The boo vibrations. It was the boo
vibrations.
Yeah.
So we do Detroit. The way the tour go, we're flying to one city. We would tour bus to the next city. So now it was, I want to say it was 6 comics on each date. 3 on the top half, 3 on the bottom half of the show. Said hosted and did an hour, 90 minutes. Because he would do 30 at the top, 30 at the intermission. Yeah. So 30 at the top, 30. So he did an hour, 30 and 30.
Oh, so wait, hold on. Is this that tour?
The Bud Light
Grown Ass Man tour?
No. This is Bud Light. This is said had done them Bud Light commercials.
Gotcha. Right.
He had a tour bus. So we take the tour bus, and man, it was unreal. I mean, I ain't never experienced. So we tour busing with Said. We playing Madden, we kicking it. It's just a boys club. It's never experienced no shit like that. So then we do the gig, go back Indianapolis the following day. We do Indianapolis, great show there. And then I'm going home. I got the little 2-way pager, the little one, not the big shit. Not the sky pager.
That's the sky pager, right?
The little blue and red joint. I had that. I hit up, hey yo, man, appreciate the gig, man. Hey man, it was a ball, man. Thank you. I hit up KB, Sands road manager. He said, hey Rod, can you do next week? I said, oh hell yeah. I ain't even checked with nobody. Nigga, I'm gonna be there.
Done.
This dude, you know Mark Howard?
Yep, light skin.
Mark Howard, dad had got sick. He couldn't do the date, so I replaced Mark Howard. Right? So next weekend we in Dallas and Houston. So we do Dallas, fly to Dallas. We supposed to tour bus to Houston. Houston floods. Houston flood out. So we cannot go to Houston, and so we stayed an extra day in Dallas. That night, Said take us all. First of all, we played basketball that day. Another way, me and Bond is hooping.
Yes.
So we playing ball, boom, Said running, we having a good time. That's when I first got to talk to him. You know, he's like, yo, Rock, man, I like your style, blah, blah. Cool. So that night, he take us all out to dinner. Beautiful steak restaurant. We poor.
Right.
None of us trying to order nothing. Said's like, man, get what y'all want. And I said, I mean, what can we get? Hey, nigga, eat. Like, eat, man, eat right. Whatever y'all want, for real. Whatever y'all want on that menu, you can
This
get.
King of Comedy said.
This King of Comedy said. Post King of Comedy.
Okay, post King of Comedy.
Money is no object.
Right.
So we eat like kings, kicking it, wine, liquor, drink. We having a ball. That's dinner. After dinner, Said, go, y'all ain't ready for this. We said, well, it ain't over. He said, oh no. Kid Capri is in town in Dallas. Kid Capri. Have you ever seen Kid Capri live?
Oh, yes.
So this is not only Kid Capri live, this is Kid Capri with the King of Comedy. So we ain't up looking at Kid Capri. We in the DJ booth. DJs are like comedians. He had an opener.
Right.
Nigga come out and DJ for 10 minutes. He had a middle. Nigga came out, did about 30. And then Kid Capri came out and destroyed this place for 1 hour. We in the DJ booth. Say it right there. We all running. we ain't never experienced this. Never, nothing like this. So we leave there. I don't know if I can say this part.
Yes, you can do it. I believe in you.
So we leave the venue. We leave the Kid Capri party. We get in the stretch, whatever. I'm like the first one in. I'm on the long bench. Said and his bodyguard is sitting on the seats in the back of the limo.
Okay.
2 girls get in next to me. So I'm sitting here, 2 girls right here. They next to me. They start eating each other out.
This is amazing.
I'm like, no, this is not happening.
Yes, it is.
Dude, I went from being right next to it to the rest of the animals pushed me all the way back. I ain't even in the picture no more, D-Lane. I'm way down. But that moment, though, was crazy because I got to sit back and watch how all us young comers was animals and said was better than us. I remember him just looking at us like, enjoy yourself. Because he was so above the moment. And I just watched him look at us like, you guys, man. Someday, guys, someday. And I just remember that moment. I was like, I'm gonna be like that one day, you know. And that's why I call Sid my mentor, man, because he exposed us to so many moments that I couldn't have got nowhere else. And so that was crazy. That was a crazy moment. That tour ended up. So I ended up touring with Sid the rest of the year. So we probably did 25 or 30 dates. I did maybe 20 of them. I performed at the Fox Theater Detroit, the Murat Theater in Indianapolis, Madison Square Garden, the theater in Madison Square Garden, every big venue in the country I played. Here goes another Cat Williams story. Same tour. The tour comes to LA. Every city, they would have a contest to get on the show.
Right.
Cat wins the contest in LA. Right?
Okay.
So Cat is on the show.
Now y'all living in Oakland, correct?
No. We all leave Oakland in '98.
Okay.
So we in LA, but Cat won the competition. I'm on tour. Cat's not on tour. But this one I knew that dude was about to go to another level. So that night he backstage, but ain't no dressing room for him. Cat is pissed, but he don't say nothing. He go into a bathroom. He commandeers a bathroom, get him a blank sheet of paper, and write Cat Williams and a star. Put that shit on the bathroom. I walked past that bathroom. I was like, this nigga gonna make it. This nigga is thinking
right now.
Already. Not a year and a half later, he was headlining that venue. Not a year and a half later, he was headlining.
Okay, take me through that transition because you seeing him, you guys are doing local competitions, you guys are traveling, doing small gigs around the Bay Area, but now you in LA.
Cat had already did, well, first of all, Cat took LA by storm. So I moved to LA March of '98. Cat moved like November or December of '97, a few months before. By the time I get to LA, Cat is a toast of the town. By March, Cat has hired and fired every agency in LA. UTA, William Morris, all of them hired and fired.
Hold up. But back up though, back up.
Okay.
This is pre-Friday or post-Friday?
This is post-Friday, if I'm not mistaken.
Post-Friday. Okay.
Post-Friday. So Friday.
Do me a favor.
No. Right now, this is way pre-Friday.
That's the time frame I want to be in right now.
Yeah, he was hot before Friday. He was hot. But he wasn't, nobody knew. LA knew.
LA knew.
The world didn't know yet.
So tell me what got him hot in LA. What got him buzzing in LA?
That he had a bit. I think he had a bit with he would be pushing a grocery cart or something and picking up shit and putting it. It was a music bit. But when I tell you
every day I'm hustling, and he did that.
That shit would explode, D-Lay. That shit, the shit, he would do the shit and set and then and the nigga and the man and I told her the shit the place would come unglued. So while we was in the Bay, me and Cat was probably arguably like 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
Really. That nigga hit LA and left my ass. he left me. You know, he was gone. But he's still attainable. But once he hit Friday, he really gone.
He gone.
He gone. No, not gone. He don't go till a little later. Okay. So Friday makes him Money Mike.
Right. Because we don't know what stand up.
He don't become Cat Williams till the BET Comedy Awards.
Steve Harvey hosted.
I'm the warm-up guy.
Come on now, walk me through.
I'm there. I'm gonna tell you. So I do. Cedric had a sketch show. Here you go. Cedric had a sketch show called Cedric the Entertainer Presents. I worked on that show, and because of that show, I ended up booking a movie, Johnson Family Vacation. Right? That because I'm in Ced's camp, basically. Mm-hmm. So the tour hasn't happened. That happened, right? All other stuff is happening. Now, Cat is simultaneously, he done Friday, right? And he just about gone. But again, he's Money Mike.
He's still Money Mike, right?
He's still Money Mike. So BET says I'm gonna do the BET Comedy Awards. I get a call. I'm on the radio in LA. I get a call. I'm bubbling in LA. I'm hot in LA. I'm on the radio every day. I'm hot. And I get a call from Steve people because me and Steve became cool because of Johnson Family Vacation because we play dominoes every day. And Steve hosts the BET Comedy Awards. They want you to come over and write some sketches and be in a sketch with them. And we'll let you be the one too. Like, shit, I'm down. So I go up there. Me and Steve did a bit where he was a slave owner. I was his second in command, and we had white slaves. Hilarious. She was funny as hell. So that night, right? BET Comedy Awards. Now, the year before, BET had froze Cat out. The year before, Cat was supposed to walk the red carpet, and they didn't let him on the red carpet. Security didn't know who he was, and he couldn't even get in. Right? And so they was trying to make that right this year. Right. And so Cat is not only red carpet, everything, but Cat is also on the show. Only two comedians. It was Cat Williams and another guy. Okay. The other guy never bombs. Never bombs. He's a comics comic. Everybody loved this guy. He's a great guy, and he's had a great career since then, but he never bombs. That night, he bombed. I had a room every Friday night at the Comedy Union. I saw the set before he did it. The set should have been fine, but he had a slight speech impediment. So when he got nervous, his words started jumbling, and long story short, he had a bad set. Right. Cat is next.
Now, wait, real quick. Is the audience, did they boo him, or he just had a bad set?
He had a bad set.
Gotcha, no boos.
But it's not a regular audience, though. It's all of Hollywood. Oh. So you having a bad set in front of all of Black Hollywood.
Industry, right.
All of Black Hollywood. Martin, they honoring Martin. Martin is there, all these people there. If Cat goes up and have a bad set, it's just a bad night for stand-ups. But Cat don't have a bad set. Cat goes up there. The set is still on YouTube.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We in Pasadena, where it's 102 in a day and 80.
Y'all got all the weather. He did all that shit. He talked about Martin going to Martin's house, and Martin, he couldn't go back to his own house. He walked out with two chicks. He had the leopard pants on. He walked out there going, shit. This nigga put up 6 minutes of fire.
Fire.
In Hollywood, in a Black Hollywood, like when people was texting and looking around, he destroyed. He told me himself, he said, Rod, that night, I went from Money Mike to Cat Williams. I went from at the top $5,000 to taking offers for $20,000.
Overnight,
one show. Now it was building, but he was ready. He was ready for the moment. So he gone after that. He becomes Cat Williams after that, and then the rest of it is as they say, kind of history. But my burn has been a longer, steady burn.
Mhm.
I mean, I'm 30 years in comedy, you know, and you know, I didn't have that big flash, but I've had some cool hits, you know.
Yeah.
You know, my movies and TV and stuff like that. Yeah.
What is I mean, a lot of times for us, like just being able to perform, like we don't want to be said, we're happy when we perform as comedians. We everybody wants to get to that certain level, but when we're on that stage, we're all the same. We all want that same gratification. You know what I mean? So like I always want to commend people that I've looked up to throughout my comedy career and people that's still on the journey as well, like yourself, because you still got a bunch of stuff. Like I said, you very tech savvy. And whatever the next move is with social media, you always abreast to it. And I think that's dope, man. Like you one of these guys I consider a hybrid now. Dope on the stage and dope with social media.
You know what, D, and you'll understand this as a Virgo. I'm like super competitive. So I go to LA sometimes just to let these niggas know I'm still not to be fucked with.
Mm-hmm.
Like I really be thinking that in my head. Like, let me let these niggas know, just in case you don't know. Like, it's words niggas say all the time that I made up. Nigga, you ever hear a nigga say lady dude? That's my word.
I heard you say lady dude
my
first.
word.
Yeah, I did hear you say lady dude first.
It's my word, you know, but that's neither here nor there, man. Man, D, man, this ain't nothing like this shit though, dude. I'm a comedian. I ain't worked a job since 1998, man. You know, I ain't worked.
And what was that job?
Huh?
And what was that job?
I was in the Navy. I got out the Navy in 98. But and I once I got to LA from 98 to 2000, I did temp jobs and stuff, and I managed that apartment building. You know, I did that. That's like kind of my last job then, actually. But had a family the whole time too. Wife, kids grown.
That's the tough part.
2 through college. You know, got 2 more going to college. Got a baby over here still. I got 11-year-old. So, you know, Rodney Perry had a good run. You know.
Hey, bro, let me tell you something, Rodney Perry, bro. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for coming in and sharing some wisdom as well as some laughter with us, man. I'm going to be in Atlanta for the next maybe week or so. So we definitely got to sit down and get face to face, man. But I definitely want to have at least get a glimpse and let folks get a glimpse of you and see what it is that you've been doing and what you've been up to. Hey, man, Rodney, I love you, brother. If you guys are on this live, follow this brother. Trust me, he's a treat on social media as well as a treat in real life. If he's coming to your city, you definitely want to support him. You definitely want to see him live. Ladies and gentlemen, my good brother and yours, Rodney Perry, y'all. Rodney Perry.
Thank you, bro. Hey. I know you got 25,000 YouTube followers. Can I get a couple?
Yes, you can. And this is how you're going to get them right here.
That's it right there. Rodney Perry Live, wherever.
Goddamn, we can't miss you. And they loyal over here. Listen, they loyal.
Yeah.
They are loyal.
Even if it's just all the Virgos. Just all the Virgos follow my page.
Yeah, they're definitely going. Virgos definitely going. They're definitely going.
Yeah.
Say, man, amen. Until next time, man. Hey, y'all stay safe. Rodney, thank you, brother, for joining us. And I will see you guys tomorrow. This is a daily show for the entire month of May. Thank you, good brother.
I love you, man. Be good, boy.
All right, brother.